Test, test. What a beautiful day. Big difference from yesterday, huh? Good morning, my friends. Shabbat Shalom. All right, let's get on our feet. We good? Test, test in the back. Can you guys hear me? Just give me a, yep. All right. All the way in the back, you guys, can you hear me? All right. Yeah, we're good. How about up here? Can you guys hear me? I never ask you. I know you can. All right, that's beautiful. So come step right up to the top of the mat. Bring your feet together. And it doesn't have to be toes touching and ankle bones touching. Sometimes that's really too much. So the big toes touch, but the heels can have a little space. We try to think about getting the outer edges of the feet kind of parallel with the mat. Yeah, so we can like stand firmly in our feet. That's it. And then I want you to lean a little weight into your toes. Just notice what happens. Like you can go pretty far off the center line. You can carry a lot of weight in the toes. And then go ahead and lean back into the heels. Woo, you can go way past the center line that way too, right? And then see if you can really truly find the center. Where you have some weight in your toes, some weight in your heels. You actually have a sense of the center. Kim, you're in the wrong spot. You're supposed to be over there. All right, take a deep breath. Reach your arms up over your head. As you reach up to the sky, can you still feel the texture of the mat under your feet? As you exhale, let's bring the arms back down. All I'm trying to do is just increase your awareness of yourself. Inhale, the arms reach. And then exhale, the hands come down. So can you not just get so wrapped up in the arm movement, but still feel everything else that's happening? Yep, bring the arms down. Your breath, your arms, your rib cage spreading, your shoulders opening, your feet grounded, right? A few more breaths like that. Don't look at anyone else. Don't try to pace yourself with anyone else. Just breathe and move. As you inhale, the arms float up. As you exhale, you bring them down. The whole point is to time the movement with the breath and to begin to feel the deeper layers of what's happening in you in this simple movement. Because I promise you it's going to get more complex, and I want you to be able to stay in this state of consciousness and this state of being. Let's all do one more breath together. On the exhale, forward fold. Just fold yourself over. Feel the tension that's living in the surface of the body. Yep, let your head down. There's nothing to see. That's it, just breathe. Feel the weight even in the heels and the toes. And then let's bend our knees a little bit, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly button into the spine, tuck the chin, and really slowly, last one up wins. How about that? Right? Stack the vertebra one on a time, one on top of the other. Lift and roll your shoulders back. That's it. And then again, inhale, arms reach. Feel it all. Exhale, forward fold. We're just going to keep moving. Lift halfway on the inhale. Fold again on the exhale. And then inhale, rise all the way to standing. Lift your head and chest. Come up with a flat back. Arms reach. Exhale, pull it to the heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms reach. Fold with a flat back. Hinge at the hips. Stay long in the spine. Lift halfway. Inhale. Fold again. Bow the head gently. And then rise with a flat back. Head up, chest up, arms reach. Yes, you're moving so beautifully. Hands to heart. We're going to add on. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway, inhale. Soften your knees so you can touch the floor and step the right leg back. Stay on your toes. Good, keep the right hand on the floor. Let's twist open to the left side. Now just check in with yourself. As you hold this twist, can you continue to breathe and move? We lengthen on the inhalations, we twist a little deeper on the exhalations. We root down with the right hand and reach a little more with the left. Let's see if you can straighten the back leg a little bit more and bend the left knee a little deeper. Yeah, the left one is the one in the front. Keep the back leg straight, keep that back knee lifted. That's it. Last breath. And then eyes down, hands down. Step back to plank. Take a moment. Plank can be challenging. It's an opportunity to organize your body. Keep your knees lifted. Keep your belly button in. That's it. Now you have a choice. You can lower like this, or you can put your knees down and lower. We go through it all the time, so try both, right? Maybe knees down, maybe not. Inhale now for cobra. It's a gentle back bend. Barely use your arms. It's a bending of the spine, a squeezing of the upper back. Gentle, hips on the ground. It's really interesting to move against the curve of the thoracic spine and take the rounding out of the upper back. Strengthen and tone the upper back muscles. Feel the elbows squeeze in. Yep, feel the shoulder blades squeeze back, and you don't have to make a face to do it, right? Yeah, lengthen your legs back, press the tops of your feet down, just feel it. Ground, and then rise and expand, yeah. And then let it go. Chest comes down, hands plant firmly, and we go back to down dog. All right, inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Exhale, go ahead and step it through to the top of the mat. Nice. Arms up for high crescent lunge. Just check in with your balance. I like it. Arms can go up over the head. Let's see if we can straighten the elbows and reach like we mean it. And as the arm energy kind of reaches up, can you drop the shoulder blade down so you don't crowd your neck? There's a fierceness about that. Like you ground the shoulder and you extend the arm. It's the feeling of the warrior, right? There's a passion that comes from this part of the body, the heart space. Turn the chest plate forward. Take one more breath. Show me your fingers working. And then exhale, put those hands down. Step back to plank. Another opportunity to lower. Knees or not, you decide. Inhale, one breath in cobra. And then exhale, take it back to down dog. All right. This time we're gonna just walk our feet back up to the top of the mat. Lift halfway on the inhale. Fold deeply on the exhale. Let's bend both knees, take chair pose. Bend the knees, reach the arms. The same thing applies with the shoulder blades drawing down, but the triceps extending the arms fiercely. So we don't get too wrapped up in just the leg work, or the hip work, or the spine work, or the shoulder work. We do it all, right? We get to be present in all of it. Push through your feet, let's come up. Take a little back bend at the top, and then bring your hands to heart center. Inhale again, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna create something beautiful today. Lift and lengthen. Soften the knees so you can touch down. And then step the left foot back. We're gonna take that twist to the right side. Stay low, keep the legs integrated. There's something really fantastic about grounding the feet into the mat, but drawing the legs into the hip sockets. So we feel this kind of push-pull happening. So just for a moment, think about the left leg instead of worrying about the twist. See if you can get that left knee to lift a little bit away from the mat. Yep, and then twist a little more from your waistline. That's it. It feels like your left ribs are coming under the pose and your right chest is opening. We're gonna take one more inhale, and then eyes down, hands down, step to plank. It's a moment to organize, and then either knees down or not, you lower to the belly. Inhaling for cobra, let the spine curl, and then release back to downward facing dog. Your form looks actually really nice today. like how you're being a little bit more deliberate about your movements and allowing yourself to make things maybe a little bit smaller, right? Sometimes when we're more deliberate, we actually get more accomplished. Go ahead and lift your left leg behind you. Inhale. On the exhale, step it forward, high crescent lunge. We rise on the in-breath. That's it. We find our balance. Those 5 toes on the back foot are working for us. There's a lot to take in here. Both feet have jobs to do, both legs, your hips, your spine and your core, your shoulders and your arms. There's so many pieces. Take your attention away from the outer form for a moment and just go in. What do you feel? Yes, now I'm seeing the work. Now I'm seeing like, oh, you can bend your front knee a little deeper. Maybe you can straighten the back leg a little more. You're playing your own form, your own moment, your own breath. We'll take one more right here. And then exhale, put the hands down. Step back lightly, lower slowly. Inhale, take cobra pose. And then exhale, right back to down dog. Oh, yeah. Now the looks on your faces are telling me that you're feeling into your movement, that you're not looking around to see what you're supposed to do. It's a big moment. That's a big shift in the practice. Feel your hands pushing you back, feel your hips rising high and the heels sinking to the earth. Take one more breath. And then look at your hands. Let's walk our feet up to the top of the mat. Lift halfway. Inhale. Fold deeply on the exhale. And then please bend your knees. I always say please when I'm asking you to do something you don't want to do. That's it. Check your feet. Are you even in your heels and in your toes? Keep the toes grounded. You need to feel that mat beneath your feet so you can sit down into the earth and yet reach high for the sky. Let's push through the feet and come all the way up. Maybe take a little back bend at the top so the front of the hips lengthen. And then bring your hands right to your heart. All right, inhale, both arms up. Let's hold. Hook the thumbs together. Take a little stretch over to the right side. So we go to the right. And we breathe. Now a lot is happening in this pose. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in like, okay, I went to the right, now what? Like, what else is happening in you? Can you ground the feet a little more? Can your hips move a little bit to the left? Move your hips left. Feel the side body open up. So instead of hips this way, the hips go this way. Yeah. Some of you have the ribs going out, but not the hips. Lift your chest, lift your gaze toward your fingers. Let's just take one more breath here, and then really slowly come back to center. Switch the hooking of your thumbs, and let's go to the other side. Your feet press down, your fingers reach for the sky, and everything in between is expanding. That is your job as the yogi, to become more consciously aware. To be in your body and to be doing the poses in a way that is deliberate, not on the surface. Deep, purposeful movement. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let your arms down. All right, inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on your inhale. Let's go to plank pose and lower. A full vinyasa all the way through. Inhale for cobra pose. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. One inhale at a time, feeling everything that happens in the space of that one breath. Here comes your last one. Inhale as you push back. Exhale, look forward. Walk your feet to the top of the mat. Find your way to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, unfold. With a flat back, we rise all the way to standing. Reach the arms high to the sky. Let's touch them together and then pull it right to the heart center. All right, inhale, chair pose. We're gonna take it up a notch. Now hold into that chair pose, but lift off your heels. Come into your toes. It's always good to take care of our toes, right, Mark? Yeah. So see how high up you can get. I love that you can't help but dance in this pose. So many of you. I know, when she's singing, I can't stop dancing either. Now stay on the toes. Let's stand up tall. And then time it so your heels and your hands ground at the same time. Yeah, just slowly, slowly. Conscious movement. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on your inhale. Go to plank pose. Let's hold it. Stay in that upper push-up for a moment and then turn it onto your right side. It's called Vashisthasana, or the side plank. Lots of different variations. Do what you can here. Keep your legs strong, lift your hips. Left hand reaches high to the sky. I love it. Some of you are doing some beautiful variations. Some of you are just holding on. Eyes down, hands down. You did it. Switch to the other side. Make the transition with some grace. Keep the core engaged so that there's a lightness. Take one more breath. Look up a little. And then eyes down, hands down. Go ahead, lower yourself down. Inhale for cobra, gently moving through the spine. Feel the strength of the muscles. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, our first warrior one. Right foot steps up, left foot turns flat. Root down, please, as you rise up. I want you to feel those footprints as you come up facing forward, reaching for the sky. The work you do in your feet really helps you articulate everything else in your body. See if you can get the arches of the feet to lift and all 10 toes to ground. And then give a little extra special push in the heels. Everybody looks really good here. Chest plate forward, best you can. Remember the fierceness in the arms. The elbows straighten, but the shoulder blades pull down. There's an up and a down. There's an in and an out. It's all happening. And it's because you're making it happen. This pose is an accomplishment. If you're in it. If it's just an outer form, it's just like another thing that happens through the day that you'll forget in a few moments. Allow an impression to be made of your presence in your body in this moment. Take one more breath so you feel it, and then flow, hands down. Step back lightly, lower slowly. You're moving with your breath. That's a conscious action too. As you exhale, go to down dog. Let's do the other side with some purpose. Left foot steps, right foot flat. Ground your feet and come on up. Yep. The part of the work that matters is what's happening inside you. And that means physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. What happens when you do yoga? Something transforms. You know it does. You feel different when you leave the mat than when you get on the mat. Today I ask you to be part of the process. It's not some random thing that happens separate from you. It's something that you are creating. Root the feet, use them to create a little more structure. Turn the heart plate forward, yes. Reach up, but draw the shoulder blades down. That's it. Take one more breath, and then go ahead and flow. Hands down, step back, lower slowly. Use your muscles. Inhale through the back bend. Move your spine gently. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. So we're going to take one round of Surya B. I know it moves kind of fast, but I think you're ready for it. Take one more breath here, and as you exhale, look forward. Go ahead and walk your feet to the top of the mat. Lift halfway on the in-breath. As you exhale, fold, and then bend your knees for chair pose. We've done all of the pieces, but we haven't put them together in a flow. Push through the feet. Let's come up now. Take a stretch, and then bring the hands to heart so we're prepared. On your inhale, it's chair pose. One breath. As you exhale, you're going to fold. When you're ready to inhale, lift halfway. Your exhale takes you to the belly. Both feet back, lower, slow. Take a deep breath in Cobra. As you exhale, go to downward facing dog. Right foot steps up, left foot turns flat. One breath only as you rise into warrior. And as soon as you're ready to exhale, it's hands down, step back, lower. It sounds like a lot, but you can do it. Empty out and then fill up in your back bend. Exhale, push back and step up with the left foot. You can do it. Breathe in as you rise. I love it. Exhale, hands down, step back and lower. Try to move with your breath. You can always speed up or slow down the movements to match your breathing. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Yes, take 5 breaths now. See if you can calm down the respiratory rate, the heart rate. See if you can smooth it out so your nervous system settles. All of your little sensors are going, what just happened? Right? So settle yourself down. We'll take one more breath and push back. And then as you exhale, look forward, walk your feet to the top of the mat. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold deeply, exhale. Last breath here, chair pose. What a beautiful, strong finish. Come to standing, reach for the sky. And then pull your hands right to heart center. All right, how we feeling? You guys okay? A little moist? Yeah? All right, inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen, inhale. Go to plank, hold please. Yep, stay in that upper push-up. I know some of you don't like it, so if we stay a little bit longer, you're going to get stronger, and then you might like it better. Yep, lift your kneecaps. Now lift your right toes off the mat. Pull right knee to right elbow. Keep your head lifted. Look forward. Make the spine as long as possible, and then literally squeeze that knee up higher to the armpit. Pull it up. Yep, and then put it back and lower. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Let a sound out on the exhale. I want to hear you. That was really gentle. Take another one. Big inhale. What does it sound like? Thank you. Come forward into plank. Pull the belly in, lift the kneecaps. You're going to hold yourself up. There's something about that feeling of holding yourself up. Try and push the floor away from you. And then lift your left toes. Left knee, left elbow. Do everything you can to make it touch. Pick up that left foot as far away from the mat as possible. Pull that knee to the armpit. Just give it one more squeeze. And then step it back and lower. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. It wasn't the end of the world. You had to exert some strength, yes. Walk your hands back to your feet. It's funny how some of us have such an aversion to that, and some of us get lit up when I ask you to do stuff like that. Like you take arm balances instead of just touching your knee to your arm, you know? We're so different, yet we do the same practice. Bend your knees 90 degrees, reach your arms forward, please. Yep. Try to get your chest a little bit lower. Bring it down over the knees without resting the belly on the thighs. So lower. Get parallel with the ground, and then take the arms behind you. Start lifting them higher than your own back. Squeeze the upper back a little. Clasp your hands together, and then take a forward fold. Let the head down. Keep the clasp of the hands, but pull the arms a little bit away from your body. Do it till it feels good. Feel the stretch across the front of the shoulders, widening the collarbones. See if you can straighten your right leg. Keep the left one soft. Feet can be hip distance apart here at the back of the mat, but keep both heels grounded. You want to make sure your feet are both flat here. So bending the knee doesn't mean pick up the heel. Ground that. It means changing the hips a little. Then switch, straighten the left. Both heels on the ground. Yep. So we want the hips to move, not the feet. Mm-hmm. That's better. And then we'll soften both knees, let the arms go. Yep, let the arms go completely. Let them hang there in front of you and roll up like a rag doll. Like we did earlier in the practice. This moment to reintegrate, feel all the muscles organizing the bones. And then we stand up tall. Good. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway. Inhale, we're going to look forward and then walk the hands forward. Stay right there, but then lift your hips for downward facing dog. I like it. Right foot's going to step forward to the hands. Please stay on your left toes. And start walking your hands to the left down the long edge of the mat. Pivot that back heel flat. Good, we're going to stay right there. So your right toes are facing forward, your left toes are flat on the back of the mat. Your hands are on the floor. Let's bend the right knee. So it's warrior 2 feet. Yep. You got that. Now, lift up on your fingertips to a flat back. Say hello to your right hip. So you want to make sure that your right toes are pointing to the front edge of the mat. Yep. And we're bending into that right knee and lifting the chest. Now, see if you can feel how important that lift of the pelvic floor is. Yes, I like that. So we're in warrior 2. Turn this foot forward. Turn the whole foot. Just the foot. And then hands stay over there. Yep. That's it. You got it. Now, start straightening the right leg. Not so bad. And then we're going to bend back into that knee. Walk the hands in. See if you can tuck your shoulder under your right knee and grab your right ankle from behind. Now grab your right ankle with your left hand and hold. That's the moment where you say, why did I get out of bed and come to yoga today? Right? Yeah, because you can. You can breathe and you can feel and you can notice what things feel good and what things don't feel so good. You can make modifications. Start by grounding your feet, right? Activating from the soles of your feet. We're going to take one more breath. And then let go of your ankle. Put your right hand on the floor inside of the ankle and then open your left arm high to the sky. Yep, I'm going to ask you to do something a little crazy now. I'm going to ask you to press into your feet, pull in your belly, and come up to warrior 2. Ooh, warrior 2 is so much happier when the hips open, huh? I know you don't want to stay because your legs are already saying, get out. Alert, alert, right? Just take one more breath. Bend into that front knee. And then just like when we were down on the ground, let's straighten it and take triangle pose. Tip over to the side. Right arm down, left arm up to the sky. Spine straight, legs straight, spacious. So there's no twist here. It's right arm down and left arm up to the sky. You got it. Yep. Let's see if we can draw the head back a little and the tailbone down. See if you can create a little space. And then nice and slow, soften the right knee and return to warrior 2. Take one breath and then flow it out. Both hands down. Step back to plank. It's going to be a happy moment, whether you think so or not. And then lower slowly. You can skip the vinyasa actually and go right to down dog. Or take that back bend, move with your breath, and meet me in down dog. Paddle your feet a little bit. Make sure your toes, ankles, and knees and hips are all moving freely. And then we're going to step the left foot up to the top of the mat. Stay right there. Ground the back heel and start walking your hands down the long edge to the right. Hold. Don't be afraid to bend that left knee. Yeah, we're just prepping. What does that feel like? Can you get up on your fingertips and flatten the back? Take the gaze forward. So it's the left one that's bending. Yeah, got it. You might even try and press the left knee open a little bit. And then go ahead and straighten that left leg. Feel what it feels like on the inseam. Keep breathing. Just curious. Hands walk in a little as you rebend into the left knee. Left shoulder tucks under the knee. Grab that left ankle from both sides. Hold. There's an important lift in the pelvic floor here. We're holding our heads up. We're using our core. Yes. We're strong. This is a mighty place, right? That lift in the pelvis. You got this. Figure out what about this is so disagreeable, right? And then see if you can make it a little easier. Maybe something's overworking because something's underworking. And if everything was working, you'd be better off, right? Release your hands. We're going to keep that left hand inside the ankle and open the right arm up to the sky. It's not going to be a perfect side angle pose because it's just a transition. I don't want you to be so deep. I want you to feel like you can ground your feet and pull in your core. So with all of your strength right now, on an inhale, you can rise up to warrior two. Push down, rise up, yes. Arms open wide, find it. Weight even in your feet, head up high. I ask you because you can. From the heart, reach to the fingers. The tailbone draws down as the crown rises. We're making space. Left knee opens just a little wider. Take a breath. And then straighten the left knee for triangle pose. Are you breathing? What's happening beyond the surface here? The nuances. The weight in the heels and the toes. The way the front leg turns out. All of it. The way you use your arms. If the tailbone draws down, can you draw your head back? Now we're going to soften into the left knee and rise back to warrior two. Yep. Just feel it. Powerful place. Let's take one more breath and then we take our flow. You put both hands down, step back lightly, lower nice and slow. If any part of that vinyasa says no, don't do it. We need to find a way back to neutral, and whether that means movement or stillness, one isn't better than the other, it's what you choose. It's what is deliberate. Breathing and moving on purpose. That's all this is. All right. Walk your hands back to your feet. Let's open the feet out to the width of the mat. And then take a little squat at the back of the mat. We call it Malasana. The toes turn out slightly because the knees turn out slightly, and we want those legs and hips and toes to always be in alignment. If your feet are really close together, you may be having trouble balancing, so if you widen, it might feel a little better. The wider you go, the more likely you are to get your feet flat. But if your ankles don't bend like that or your knees don't go that deep, they may not go flat, and it's okay. Find where you can sustain the pose. And then push your elbows out into your knees and squeeze your knees into your elbows so you straighten up a little more. Yeah. Now give me a 1-inch lift from your pelvic floor. Lift your hips up. Just an inch, just like a little, ooh, like, I didn't even know that was in there, but I'm so glad I did that, right? Yeah, that's it. Now we're going to hold that. Keep the pressure of the right arm on the right knee, but extend the right arm down and touch the floor really wide. And then reach the left arm all the way up and out to the other side. This is an opportunity to feel tailbone down and head back, creating space. Don't forget that lift under the pelvis, otherwise you're sitting and you're dumping into the hips and into the knees. It could be really tough on the joints. Let's bring it back to center and switch. Left arm presses against the knee. Ooh, a little prayer for wherever they're going. Yeah, thank you, Fire Rescue. Broward Sheriff's Office, thank you. Yeah, bring it back to center and really slowly forward fold. Lift your hips, bow your head. Oh, come out of those knees nice and slow. Okay, bring your feet together. Bring the toes in. And then squat down again with the knees forward this time. On the toes, lift your heels. Hands in prayer. Good, so we're just balancing on our little tippy toes. And then one more time, we're gonna get that 1-inch lift out of the pelvis. Yeah, you gotta find that. So if you're able to find that, it's likely that you will be able to fly, right? We're gonna try and fly today. We're at the back of the mat. We feel ourselves lift and hold up. Then we're gonna place our hands onto the mat in front of us. Put the knees on the elbows, but then see if you can lift them a little higher toward the armpits. Remember that? We did that earlier? Yeah, that feeling of pulling the knees up on the arms, lifting the pelvic floor, and then switching your weight a little forward into your hands. Once you get the weight in the hands, please look forward, don't look down. Yes. And then see if you can pick up your right foot. Just pick up the right toes like you did in plank. Put them back down. Try the left toes. Look at you, Joanne, flying. Yep. And then maybe both. You have to be willing to put a little weight in your fingertips and look forward as you do it. That's it. I saw it. Once it's witnessed, you know it happened, right? Somebody else saw it too. All right, I'm going to give you one more try at that. The biggest reason that we don't do it is fear. And the biggest way to release our fear is to breathe, right? So give it one more try, right? Yep, if you're breathing calmly, your nervous system is not going to be in this fight, flight, like, oh my God, like panic moment, right? Yeah. And then we come back onto our toes. Let's just straighten our knees, no drama, forward fold. I love some of the variations that came out of that. That was beautiful. All right, lift halfway, inhale. Fold deeply, exhale. Open the feet a couple inches, soften the knees and roll yourself up. Take your time, do it slow. Take care of yourself. Reorganize, stretch, strengthen, and then stand tall. Inhale, both arms reach. Good, hands to heart center. Let's push both hands straight out in front of us, like you're in plank. Feel all the things that you feel when you're in plank pose, like your knees, your thighs, your core, the ribs in, the tailbone down. Yes, like you're really doing it. Keep pressing forward with your hands, but don't let them go any higher than your own chest. So we don't want hands like up here by the face or over the head, just right in front of your own chest. And then lift your right knee up. See if you can get the right knee to touch the arm. Some of you are smart. You're bringing the arm to the knee. I got your number. Come on. Sometimes you got to use your obliques. It's not just the hip flexor. It's the obliques, right? You got to lift the hip. Yes, pull it in. Make the knee touch the arm. You can do it. And if not, it's really good balancing work while you're trying. And then put it down. Do the other side. There is this sort of like crunch that happens in your core that makes that happen. You remember it when you were in plank. Now you're getting it. And then put it down. Good. Take a deep breath. Reach both arms. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on the inhale. Let's walk it out into plank. Walk it forward. Lower yourself down nice and slow to the belly. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay. Come into a floating tabletop pose. So here you are on your wrists, knees floating. You can walk your toes in a little. I think a shorter stance makes it feel a little bit stronger. And then pick up your right toes from the mat. Squeeze your right knee to your arm. Keep looking forward. Pick that right knee up as high as you can. Hold. And then put it back down. Yes. Try the other side. Now test it. Are you breathing? I think most of you held your breath on that one. Pull it up a little higher. And then put it back down. Good. Knees down. Child's pose. Breathe. Yeah, I love when that heart rate races for a second. And then you get the chance to rein it in. Right? Use your breath. Slow it down. Recovery heart rate. All right. Let's come to seated. You can choose to sit on your heels or swing your feet around in front. Let your knees and your ankles decide, not your head. Close your eyes for a moment if that feels appropriate. If for any reason it doesn't, just soften the lids and take your eyes to the floor in front of you so you minimize any distraction. Can you just be with that for a moment? I think sometimes we have attitudes about our strength. Some of us are celebrating ourselves right now, and some of us are really self-beating, right? And all I can say is that whatever just happened is over. What could you learn from it? What do you see in yourself? What are you listening to right now? Is there some way to neutralize that loop? And realize that as you move through the rest of your day, being able to touch your knee to your arm doesn't mean anything. The fact that you're here and you're trying is what matters. Nowhere in my style of yoga, which is vinyasa, are we seeking perfection in the poses. We talk a lot about alignment. When I talk about alignment, I mean aligning your life, not your poses. The poses just help us learn. They help us shift our attitudes. And the more consciously awake we are when we do it, the more on purpose we are when we move and we breathe and we try to do these things, the more likely it is to spill out into our life. Yoga is a gift. It's an awakening for humanity. And it's happening one person at a time, one breath at a time. Nobody's on the same schedule as anybody else. So meet yourself exactly where you are. Take 2 more breaths. And when you feel ready, just open your eyes. Lay yourself down onto your back. And we're not done with that thing that we've been doing, but maybe we have an attitude adjustment about it. Pull both knees into your belly. Touch your toes together and continue to squeeze your knees in as close as you can. And then take both arms and press them up toward the sky as if you were doing plank with your arms. Right over your chest. Flex your wrists and push the air away from you. And make sure your hands aren't over your face. They're right over your chest. So again, deliberate, like doing things on purpose. Knees are into the belly. And then we're going to curl our tailbones off the floor, and we are going to pull our knees into our arms. We're going to press the arms into the knees into the arms. Yep. We are all doing crow, right? So whether we were able to do it face down and balance on our hands or not, it doesn't matter. Look, every one of us is capable. Knees to arms, arms to knees. Lift your tailbone. You could even lift your head. Feel the work inside. Lift from the pelvic floor. Now, make sure you're breathing. Yes, that's what makes it sustainable. Take one more big inhale and then let it go on the exhale. Good. Put your feet on the floor. Let the knees drop apart. Supta Baddha Konasana. So we open up the front of the hips. Release the arms overhead with soft elbows. Let them come to rest. So the shoulder relaxes, the triceps soften. Yeah. We are meaning-making machines. I think we need to be careful how we use that skill. So if you are really, truly paying attention and being deliberate, if you're watching your thoughts and your energy and your emotions, and you're careful about how you move your body, we get to be a little bit more discerning about our choices. This is how the yoga works. Take one more breath here. And then when you're ready, those knees come back to center. Let's pull the knees into the belly. Go ahead and rock them over to the right side. It should feel good to do a spinal twist here as your knees and your legs and your hips go to the right. Turn from the waistline. Let your heart and your gaze go out to the left. So I think we do understand how valuable the movement is. Let us take a few moments to appreciate the stillness. I think most of our awakening happens in the stillness because we've been observing ourselves through the movement. Let's roll our heads to center and then gently pull our knees to center. Maybe you grab your knees and rock a little side to side just because it'll feel so good. And then you'll take it over to the other side. Slow and steady. Allowing all the systems to settle down. And even here in this simple pose, there's so much to witness inside. Which muscles take longer to soften? Can you soften the belly? Can you lay your limbs to rest? It's interesting how long it can take to unwind the tension. Let's Let's bring our head back to center and then gently pull in the belly. Draw your knees to center. And then I just want you to put your feet on the mat and open them wide to the edges. Keep the knees bent. Just a wide variation of a conscious resting pose. So feet are on the edges and the knees are going to drop into the midline. As you turn your heels out, you may actually notice that the leg bones turn in a little bit. We're just going to let them rest there for a second. When the leg bones turn in and the knees come into the midline, we can widen the sacrum and release the lower back gently. See if you can feel that. Start moving the breath below the belly button. Yep. We did a lot of wide knee action today, so this is just a way to let the IT bands and the lower back melt a little. Take 2 more breaths. And then I'm going to ask you to open those knees, pick up your feet, and float your feet up in the air. Try to make it not so hard. Like knees soft, feet relaxed. Just let them float there for a moment. And then take both arms up to the sky. So your knees aren't completely bent, they're just soft. So feet are up in the air. Feet up. And I want you to start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Just look at them, right? They're wiggling. Ankles, wrists, start to move them too. Yep, and then your whole leg and your whole arm all the way to the hip and the shoulder. Start to wiggle. I didn't mean slow motion, I mean wiggle, like jiggle, like let all of your stuff jiggle, and let the arms and legs jiggle you so much that your whole spine is jiggling. You can feel it wiggling on the mat, and it would be like if you were talking, it would sound like this, because your whole body would be jiggling. Yeah, we look like a whole bunch of dead bugs. Yep, do it, do it, do it, do it. Come on, everything you've got. Not slow motion, not swaying and graceful, like crazy. Like if you don't turn over, you're gonna die. Yes, come on, everything you've got. It's not a bicycle, it's a jiggle. Shake, 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 shake. 10, 9, 8, everything. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Feet to the floor, hands to the floor. Take a big inhale, let out a little sigh. And then settle in for Shavasana. Bathe in the prana. I'm going to give you a little longer today so you can absolutely watch this whole thing settle. Bear witness. Life has a way of doing that to us, getting us all riled up. Imagine if we actually had the skills to settle down by choice when we need to. Let the earth beneath you help you. Feel how still the mat is behind you. And just breathe. nice and slow. Just begin your awakening. And know that there's no right or wrong way to awaken. Again, just allow yourself the privilege to meet yourself exactly where you are. All that we have done is already behind us. Be careful what you choose to carry with you. And try to step into whatever's next with some level of presence. Try not to get too far ahead of yourself. Because when you do, you kind of miss the day that you're in. And it is a magnificent day. My hope is that we all live it fully. So as you're ready, you'll come up to seated. Oh my goodness, things are flying around. Okay, so here we sit, hands together in prayer. Do your best to feel the ground beneath you. Push with your feet, a little bit with your hips, and then rise up. Just the tiniest bit, that 1-inch lift. It comes from inside you. If that's the only thing you take from yoga today, it would have been worth it to be here. Just remember, lift yourself up. Hold yourself steady. The birds are singing. Let's sing with them, the beautiful and sacred sound of Om. One deep breath. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. Om Peace, Peace, perfect peace. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. May the actions of my life and all of our lives somehow contribute to that happiness and to that freedom for all. May we use our yoga for good. May we live our lives with a little more purpose. May we soften the judgments and the inner critic and celebrate all of the wonderful things that we have to offer in this world. May we love each other with a little more purpose and treat each other equally. This yoga was a gift to humanity. It never specified who, or what you look like, or what size you are, or what shape, or what color, what gender, what age. Let us remember our humanity. Namaste. Thank you so much. Happy Saturday, everybody. Enjoy this beautiful day. There's a clipboard, 2 clipboards up here. If you haven't signed in for the city yet, that's the one thing they ask, that if you're going to come here, that you please sign the clipboards. I could always use an extra set of hands or 2 to put the tables and chairs back. Still have space in